greatly honored to play with Richard Tucker on a jazz project with him and Mark Johnson on keys. Two of my favorite Philadelphia musicians and my brothers that I love playing with. I played with Ramsey Lewis. I did 2 gigs with him. I've also played with a famous Latin pop star named Charlie Zah on the Latin salsa vibe. I played with him. I have a degree in music education. I did years at University of West Virginia from 75 to I guess about 78. I transferred and got my degree from Combs Conservatory in Music and Music Education.
Mark Johnson, trombone, and I was always like a little dude. Horn was bigger than me, but it didn't matter. I was like, you look like you're a trombone player, clearly. One day I wake up, there's an acoustic piano in the crib. And it was just like, well, I'll just teach myself how to play these things. Because I'm taking lessons on trombone, but it's just like, to me, it was like, well, if the trombone is a saw, then maybe the piano might be a hammer and the guitar might be a screwdriver. It's all the same. You had to learn how to work with your hands at that point because we all tooling on cars and stuff. So that's how I looked at it.
And that's very interesting.
Yeah.
What's your educational background?
I was hoping you was going to ask my IQ because it's off the chain.
Sitting here today with Richard Tucker. Tell me something about your band.
Well, this is my jazz trio: guitar, organ, and drums. This particular project, when I play these gigs with this jazz trio, I'm really kind of paying homage to George Benson, Joe Paz, Pat Martino, Wes Montgomery. The list goes on.
Who are your drummer and organ player?
We got Mark Johnson playing piano, but he's playing organ. The organ sound on the piano like a B3 sound. Jeff Johnson, he's playing drums. The whole premise, like your son said, to this project is to keep traditional jazz music alive. We're talking about Jimmy Smith, organ player. Richard Groove Holmes, organ player. It's another one I know I'm missing. Charles Erlin. They always would feature a guitar player.
What's your musical background, if you mind me asking?
Started playing when I was 10. I had a teacher, one of my dad's friends. He would just give me lessons for $5 an hour. So he would just show me different positions on the guitar. Later on, I started playing with different bands around the neighborhood in West Philadelphia. And I would actually sit on my step. And there was so many musicians out at that time, around the 70s. I would sit on my steps and I would have people that played instruments, mainly guitar, walk past my house and show me licks on the guitar. When I was 15 years old, I was in various bands around the neighborhood. When I was in high school, in 9th grade, I used to stay at the school and have my teacher show me how to actually read music because I didn't know what I was playing for years. So I started taking classes on composition, and I studied that up until I was about 23 with various teachers, Ron Henderson, the late Calvin Harris, so on and so forth. The first band that I played with, I think I was 12 years old. I don't know the name of it, but it was a brother named Ronald Lockman. He played guitar. And we was in 6th grade together, so I was 12. So that was my first band. Visions was my high school band. All through high school, I played with them from the age of 15 to when I was in 12th grade. When I graduated high school, I was in college, tech school. I was freelancing by that time. When I turned 24, I decided to do music full time, and I toured with most of the R&B bands in Philadelphia: Stylistics, Blue Magic, Billy Paul, Ray Goodman and Brown, Shy Lights. I can go on and on and on. Before I was traveling around the world with all those groups, Stylistics, Blue Magic, and all those guys. Billy Paul. I went to Brazil, Japan, Australia, Africa. So I've been traveling since I was 24 up until now, still traveling.
What makes you want to do a jazz trio?
It seems like traditional jazz is kind of dying. It's a dying art form. This is the music that we created. So I think we need to keep it alive.